Hello friends, welcome to the Captain's Lobby. I hope that you're fine and enthusiastic. So in this video, I'm here to tell you how you can create your own exam portal with auto-generated result. Yes, in this video, we are going to discuss some major steps that will help us to enable how we can create how we can play with the macros and how we can just create with the logical testing formulas in Excel and how we can create an auto result exam questions. And this is going to be a very much interesting and innovative session of technology and some computer work. So without wasting any time, we have to just move on further. But before moving further, I just want to tell you that if you don't subscribe this channel, so I request you subscribe the channel, and you have to just take part in the commenting activities, and you have to just hit the bell icon so that you may get my latest notifications, and you have to just share this channel as much as possible so that every people may get to know about the knowledge and all those technical things and tricks that I tell you in this software. And you have to also give this video a like so that I may get motivated to create more videos and more modified videos in the future, and it will be a great opportunity. So now I will tell you how you can just start your portal. So first of all, I will click over here, and as you can see that our next slide is open, and now I will just change our registration number. For example, I will just press you can just type any registration number, and for example in this case I'm writing 2024, and this is my name and course, and press enter, and you can see that total question template 0. And now we will just start to attempt the questions. For example, you have to just click on the answers that you like, and now we will just give the answers. You can just give any, you can just use any information, and now we will just press on finish, and you can see my result is automatically generated. My name and of course is already been appearing over here, and now we will press exit, and you can see we are into our exam portal. And so in this video, in the entire video, I'm going to discuss with you how you can just build this portal and this file. This is all simple steps. It's not very much complicated, and you will learn new things. And not only can we with these things, not only these things are important in making the portal, examination portal, but you can make anything. This portal, this step, this formula, and this technique can be used in any part of the universe, in the universe of Excel, and you can use it for any purpose. If you are a software developer, if you are a programmer, you can use these techniques. So without wasting any time, let's proceed. So let's start from the very first step. So first of all, you have to just make a worksheet, and you have to just rename that worksheet. Like for example, I'm just right click over here, and I'm just renaming it. When I click rename over here, so we will write for example, let's rename this worksheet. So first of all, I'm just writing any, you can give any name to this worksheet. So I'm giving that start name to this worksheet, and now I will just make some customization just like an online exam looks apparently. So first of all, you have to go to that home, and now you have to just click for example, you have to just click on that insert option over here. You can see, and then you can go to the shapes, and you can select that I'm going to this shape, and now we will just drag over here, and we will just drop like that. So you can see that this shape is created over here, and now we will just write for example, we can also give heading. We can go over here, insert, and now when we click on this shape, we can also add the text box to this shape. So for the text box, you can go, as you can see that the text box is over here, and now we will just write some, we will just give some text to it, to our file. So we will just we can just write anything. We can just write any guidance. First of all, for example, we are writing click to open exam portal. So this is the text box. You can also just go to home, and you can just see there is an option of increasing the font size, or you can just customize the font by just highlighting this area and just going to the toolbar, and you can just increase the font so that it looks so that it doesn't look any so that it fits the box. So we can just increase the font size. For example, we are just going towards let's just go to 16, and now we can also just change the orientation by clicking over here and just selecting these options. So now we are our title is right in between, and we can also change the background. For example, we just again click on the text box and go on home, and now we will just change the background. So now we are just for example, just give this background, and now we will just write over here. For example, we want to give any heading. For example, just we can write anything. We are writing just the heading of our exam. So this is the heading of our exam. Total questions, you can just estimate any number of questions. For example, my exam will include 5 questions, so this is a 5 question exam. So you can also just say total time allowed. So this is very much important when you are just going for the Excel based examination. So the online examination, these headings and these guidance are rightly in front, and this labels your the entire exams, and you have to just read all this information. Total time, you can just give any total time. For example, that 30 minutes are there for this exam to okay 30 minutes are allowed allocated to this. And we can also just change by just clicking on home and increasing that font size. For example, we are increasing that font size to 18, and also just go to home and increase the font size. For example, we are just increasing that. So as you can see, my first page is completed. This is my the introduction of the exams. My first page of the exam will look like. So now moving towards the second page. For the second page, we will just rename over here and go. Whenever we click the rename, we will just write any name. For example, we are writing that info. Just give info over here. For this info, my first steps include that you have to just create infrastructure for your exam. For example, headings, tables, and the requirements you are just demanding from the student, from the candidate. What sort of a candidate should be should insert information in your exam. So first of all, you have to lay the infrastructure, and you have to just lay some sort of a background of your exam. So for info, we have to first of all click over here. For example, we can just go and here and hit. We can just increase the cell length over here, and now we will just go for this illustration, and you can add any sort of things over here. So these are the headings and all those things that are very much crucial for your exams, and you keep the record of your attempts. So first of all, we just need to customize it. Okay, we need to customize it, and we can also just go to insert, and we can just select the shape over here. For example, we are selecting this shape, and now we will just create a shape over here, and again we will just go to insert, and we will just select the text box, and we will just create a text box over here. So this text box is very much essential. So now we are just writing some text. So first of all, we will just give some indication like we just gave in the previous worksheet. So now we will just write, click here to start the exam. So this is my heading, this is my indication that will allow me to just perform the exams. So now we will just click over here, and now we will just go to home, and this right to the center, and again we will just click so that it looks good. So now we can also change the color of the text. So for example, we will just go to home, and we will just change the shape. Our shape should be, if you go to yellow, you can also just change that. So I can see as you can see that I have customized this student info layout in front of you, and now I'm going to just switch into the another sheet, and now we will just need another sheet over here where we can just write over here rename, and now what we will just write our questions. This is the questions. You can also just add any sort of you can also add any, give any sort of name over here. So question. So this is the main sheet, and this will compromise. You can add any questions over here. So right at the very top, you can see that these are the two cells over here. So first of all, we are going to just increase the length of this. We'll just merge these cells. Okay, you know how to merge it. You can just click over here and you can go to home, and you can just go and merge cells over here. So these cells are merged, where you can just give indication. So okay, leave merging. We don't need to merge the cells. First of all, we don't need to merge the cells. We can just we will just write the columns according to our convenience. We can just write the columns over here. So first of all, we will just give the heading, and this is the heading of we will just create a link between this sheet with the previous sheet, so that whenever you write the name in the previous sheet, that name should be displayed right at the top of your questions. And this is the registration number, as I told you earlier. And now we will just make some amendment over here. So this is our this is the area we will enter, and we will just perform the editing over here. So now we will just go to that editing option, and we'll just add some color over here. So first of all, we will just add, for example, let's add this color, yellow color. And now you can see we can also add the borders over here. So for the borders, you can just select this all area, press Ctrl 1, and then you press Ctrl 1. This is the border appearing over here. And now we will select outline, and we can also select inside. So this is how it will look like. And now we will just add some questions over here, as I told you earlier. So so I will tell you how you can just add the questions, and you will just first of all, for the questions, I will just have to I have written questions already. I will just copy the questions, and I will just paste questions over here. So it will not take a lot more time to copy paste. So as you can see, guys, I have already just typed some questions over here, and I just want to just have some formatting over there. So first of all, for the formatting, you have to just click on this entire sheet row, and just go to home, and you can also change that background. So for example, I will just go for that yellow is good. And now we can also add some borders over here. So Control 1 again, and when you press Control 1, a dialog box will appear. It is taking some time. Again, I will just highlight over here. Again, I'm going to highlight and just press Control 1 simply, and now this is border outline inside again. So we don't need to just we don't need to just first this border was not essential. Okay, now we will just highlight this and format painter, and we will just click over here. So this is how it format painting works. The entire format will be just copy over here. And so now we will just again go to the format painter, and now we'll just until all our questions are completely modified, we will just copy paste the format over here. And now we will just again go to that format painter, and now we will just also format the last question over here. So till now you can just give how my video is going, and you can just also just interact by commenting, and you can just also give suggestions that what should I include in this sort of video. So I don't want these columns on, and I just want to remove the borders. So now we will create a space where you can just list all of your answers. So for this space, you have to just go over this cell, and you can just modify this cell by filling some color. For example, I am filling the green color, and again in front of each and every question we have to paste this page like this. Okay, and now we are gonna paste over here, and now we will just leave it as long as our last question is completely covered. And now we just have to just deselect it, and now we are going to add some sort of list over here. So you may be familiar about what is that list. Okay, so this is our list, and now we're gonna add a list over here. This should be a list, and we will just click over here, source. What is our source? This is the options are our source. And now we just press OK. So when we press OK, validation starts to appear over here. Like this is the entire list. This will include all our items that are included in our options now, so don't need to just giving separate list. We just copy paste and we'll just give the headings like that. Look at how simple it is. Data validation is automatically being applied over here. So as you can see that our list is completed. So now when we click over here, for example, this is our answer. If you think that the right answer, you will just go and you will just click on the drop down menu and you will select the right answer right here. So one thing is missing over here. What is that thing? So the thing is that you have to just for example, this space is empty. You can write anything over here like that. You can just give any indication over here like that I'm giving, so that it looks it doesn't look any empty over here. You can just increase the font size and like that. I'm just writing over here. You can also change the background, like this is the background, and how this in the let's pause this like this color, okay, red color. So now what thing was missing is, first of all, you have to add some links over here. Press equal and just go to that info, and this is our okay. And now we'll just press equal, and now we will just go to info, and this is our registration. So now for both of these we have to just increase the font size so that it looks readable. So let's suppose we are going to the 18 so that it looks readable, and whenever we type in our previous sheet, the same name registration number will copy in that layer also. So now we will just write something special over here. So now we are going to add another new and innovative feature to our exam. So first of all, for that feature you have to go on that green box over here, and now we will go into view, and now we are going to add that split option over here. As you can see, our split option starts to appear over here, and we'll drag the split to that corner, and now we're going to view again, and now we will just go on that freeze pane. Okay, so now whenever we just go down over here, we can see our that area is not disappearing, and that starts to that is freeze on its mean position, and wherever we go the area is going with us. Okay, wherever we go the area is going with us. Wherever we go we can easily just see that vision over here. So now that so this will add some good and professionalism to your test. So first of all, we will just go to insert again over here, and we will add some shape. For that shape you have to just go to the shape option, and now we will just add some shape over here. We will just click over here like that, and now we will just add some text box over here so that it becomes quite visible and prominent, so that it will indicate the candidate to finish the exam. If the candidate wants to finish, if the exam is completed, so you can click over that option and the exam would be finished. So we will just directly lead to our results. So go to home again, and we will just click for the alignment, and that alignment is very much important. And we can just also change the color by going to home, and we can just change the background color like that. Okay, how simple is that, and how impressive it looks. We change the and we can also just increase the length, or we can also change the text color. For example, we are just going to just go white color so that it looks visible, and also we can just increase the font size. Okay, 16. By clicking on finish, our exam would be finished, and we will just go into the next part of our worksheet. So we will just create another worksheet, and for that we will just write here results. Okay, that is our result window. So what we are going to write in the result window, we will just have a simple result over here. That is not very much difficult. Similarly, we will just repeat the step like that. So we have just prepared our results tab, and now for that we will also write a pattern over here. So pattern is also very much important. So go insert, and we'll just go in shapes, and we'll also as in previous sheets we have been creating the button, so we'll just also create a button over here and go insert again, and we will just go to the text box to add a button so that it looks quite visible. And now we are just going to add exit over here, so that we also assign the macros and how we just log the entire workbook and how we'll just display the macros is going to be very much interesting. You have to be watching, at the end of the video, so that you can just you can just grab the right attention and right think of it. So going to the home again, and we will just make it to the center and to the lift it up so that it looks quite visible. So now we will just also keep in mind the color should be same. I am just not changing the color remains that blue. And but exit will increase font size, go on home, and just you have to increase the font size of the exit. And now this is how it is going to be looking. So we are just we've also add some links over here. The links are very much important, so go on that equal and go on info, and this is the student name. And now this is a link added over here, so there's no value over here again right in the moment. And go on info again, this is the registration number, and also let's write the registration course again. Go info and write a course, so that's the course appearing over here. So marks obtained, we will just we'll just we will just create a link for that marks obtained in a different way, not in the same way. We'll go on the total mark question attempted, go in the questions, and that is these are the total question attempted. Press enter, and you can see the 3-1 is so first of all, make sure that the answer that is go to numbers, and go to numbers again. There should be not decimal over here, and okay, this is so that the points, the decimal should be finished over here. So now this is in when we click on exit, we will just redirect it to our portal, Excel portal. So now we will just also create a new window, that is our marks. We'll just so now we will make how we can just create auto result, and we will make a new slide and sheet for the marks. I have already created a new sheet for the mark, like you can see over here. When I click over here, I enter the sheet of mark for just doing work on any mark. You will go to your questions over here, and now you will just click you will just select any answer. For example, first of all, you will just select the right answers over here. My right answers include this is the right answer, and now I'm just selecting this is okay. We'll select all the right answers of the questions for making the marking of your question paper. And now I'm selecting this option, and this is question number 4, and I will select B, and this will just help me to create the marking. So I have selected the right answers of all my 5 questions, and as you can see that here are 5 questions attempted. I can also increase the visual, I can also increase the visibility of this word. When I go, for example, let's make it 14. Okay, so now the purpose of freeze plane was that I can just easily drag, and wherever I go into the sheet, I will just able to see my menu over here of total question attempted and the student name. So this is how I can just work on that online exam. And now when I go on to the mark, when I shift from the mark over here, and then I will just copy the questions answers like I did earlier, and now I will just copy this like this, and now press Ctrl C, and then come to that mark sheet and just go to that button over here, click home, and now you will just go to the paste option, and then you can see that paste link over here, paste link option appearing over here. And now we will select C, small c, and small a, and then small b. Okay, yeah, you write it like similarly, and now you will select A over here. Now what you have to just apply the if formula. You know what are the logical testing formulas over here, and now we'll insert the bracket as you can see, and we'll press C is equal to 0 comma. You have to copy the formula. See the formula very carefully. You have to copy this formula, and we will this is very much important in making auto result effect in the exam in this file. So now I will just write, give space, press if again, and bracket open, and that A7 is equal to A7, then it will be 1. Otherwise you can give any value, 2, 3. It depends upon how much number are you allocating to each of your question. It depends how much you want to weight your question. So I just want to allocate 1 marks for my 1 question, so this is enough. So I don't want to just it depends upon your preferences, how much numbering are you giving to your questions. Okay, now I press 0, and I just close the bracket. When I press enter, you can see one is start appear over here, and I can just drag and I will just drag and drop over here, and now what I will do, I will just write marks obtained. This is the marks obtained indication I have given over here, and now I will just press equal sum, and now I will press enter. So you can see the marks obtained option is easily inserted in my cell. So now what I have to do, I will just go on to the question, I will just go on to that result over here. You can see that total marks obtained over here. This is a link already applied over here. So what I will do, I will press equal, and I will go to the marks, and I will press 5 and then enter. Only this thing you have to do, and other links are also applied as I told you earlier, so that the thing is going to be very much interesting. And now what we'll do, we will just hide this. Okay, we will just we don't need to just make it visible. We have to hide this mark, this are mark working. And now you can see our 4 slides are ready, and this is the result window. All the questions, for example, when we just give any wrong answer, for example, let's give a randomly wrong answer, you can see the 1 mark is deducted over here. The total the link was got wrong. For example, this is the total question attempted. The link was switched. This relates the total question attempted relates to this window. Okay, and this mark this relates to this window. So now whenever I give a wrong answer, you can see my marks automatically deducted. So let's suppose I'm giving it a wrong answer, I'm just getting it B, and you can see when I go on to our mark window, you can see that at marks obtained are showing 2 as here. And when we go on our result sheet, here also 2, because I gave the link of that panel to my previous sheet, and that these 2 linked sheets are giving same result. So now what I will do, I will just go and I will hide this, and now I will just now you can see my 4 sheets are ready. And now what I have to do, I will just give some macros to these sheets so that it looks more impressive and professional. So what I have to do, just first of all, you have to make all height, you have to make this height. Okay, hide this. For applying the macros, you have to hide all those things, and this will help us in creating the macros. So now for the first step, you have to just click over here. First of all, you have to lock the cells. Okay, you have to lock these. You can just go to that, you have to just go, and then you can get size and properties. Okay, size and properties, and you can just go to that, click over properties, and now don't move with size of cell, and you have to just make it unlock. Go to close, and go to view. You can go protect sheet, and when you go protect sheet, you have to just uncheck this, and now press OK. So you can see I cannot click anywhere in the sheet, I can only click here. Okay, I cannot click in the entire workbook, even though I cannot change this. The dialog box says that I cannot change the content and I cannot change the sentences of my sheet, so I will just click OK. So press Ctrl S, and now we are switching to our next sheet. We will apply the same effect to our next sheet. Okay, press right click, and now press unhide. When you click on unhide, and you can see I will just go in info, and I will press OK. So this is my info, so I can see now I am clicking, but when I will just make it protected, it will the cells would be protected, and I will not be able to just make any amendment in the cells. So first of all, this is my region. I will just go right click over here, and I will just go size and properties, and by clicking on size and properties, I will go to properties over here, and I will just go don't move size and don't move cells to cell. I will just click on lock. I will press OK. I will go into the review, and I will go protect sheet, and now I will just click on set lock cells. So now we are on our third sheet. So for this purpose, we will select this cell. First of all, you can press Control and select these answer boxes. As you can see, this is the answer area. This is the area we will give the answers. Press Control 1, and right at the end, you can just you can see the log option appearing over here. You can press OK, and when you press OK, you got to know about these cells are editable. We can just select, and we can just choose any answer over here. And now for this purpose, we will also what we will do, we will just click over here on the finish icon, and then press Control 1, and when you press Control 1, You can see that we can just click on the properties over here, and now we'll click on dot move and logged and press OK. So now we go into the review over here. Again we'll do again we'll do the same thing with this sheet. We'll press protect sheet and we'll uncheck this box and then press OK. And when you can see that I can easily just play with these cells, and I don't need to only those cells where I can just give the answers are protected, not protected. We can just easily edit it, while rest of the whole worksheet is protected. We cannot make any amendment, and that is the magic of this formula. And now we'll just click on unhide again, and now we will just go onto result, and we will just click over here, press control 1, and now we'll go onto the properties over here, and now we will just click on the third option, and we will have to repeat the same step with this thing. And now we'll just block the entire. We can see that we first keep in mind the checks are over here, and now we'll go to the protect sheet, and now we'll just uncheck this box and press OK. So our locking and everything is completed for this at the moment. And now what we are going to do, we are just going to create we are just going to create the macros. How you can create the macros is very much simple. First of all, press Control S. You have to save your previous data. You have to press Control S. You have to press Control S, and you have to just you have to unhide this, and okay, now we have to just make it we have to hide this, sorry. You click on that option, hide option, and click on here again, and click on the hide option over here, and we have hide all our worksheets over here. And now what we are going to do, just we will assign the macros. So for the macros, you will just click over on that box. You have to see there are macros over option over here. And now what I have to do, I will just write any name. I will just assign any name to the macro. For example, I am assigned the star option, and I will just press record, and now I press OK. As you can see, the macros have been starting to record, and for this purpose I will just go on to the view, and I will just remove the grid lines, and these are the grid lines. I have removed these grid lines, and I will just go to unhide, and I will just go on that info, and when I will just go in info, and I will just make it hide, and I will just go on that view with the view option. Here we can just unhide the headings and grid lines like that. So now we will go on to that view option again, and we will just go on to macros, and we will just click on stop recording. So our macros have been created successfully, and now we will just do the same thing with that, and we will just go on assign macro option over here. As you can see, we will just click on assign macro, and we'll just click over here, and now macro have been now we will just give a different name to this macro, as similarly that we give it's familiar to the name that we give to the previous slide. We will just give the similar name to this, and press info, start to record, and press OK. So this is a second macro to the second sheet, and now this is going to be getting even more interesting. As we are moving further into the video, it's getting more interesting. And now we'll just go to unhide, and now we will just go to the questions, and keep in mind to go to the view and headings, and just have to just remove this, and we have to just go we have to just hide it, and we have to just go on to the view again, and go to the macros, and you have to go on stop recording. So but this will result into the ending of the second macro, and now we are going to create the third macro. And for the third macro, we'll just go to the questions. We will just click over here, and now what we are going to do, we're going to click on the assign macro, and on assign macro we will just create another third macro in the and we are just giving the name questions. Okay, record and press OK. This is our third macro. What is this? This is our third macro. And now for this purpose, I will just go into unhide, and now we are going to select result, and we're going to press OK. And first of all, the first thing that you have to make it you have to hide it, and just click on view, and now press headings, and you have to just remove all the things, and our macro have been going to review, and so you're going to view, and you have to just click over here macros and stop recording. So our macros have been completed, assigning macros have been completed. Press Ctrl S, press OK. What you have to just go onto the file and you have to just click save as, and when you click on save as, you will just go to macro enabled workbook. Press desktop, OK, on the desktop, and now you will just click save. OK, and now what we're going to do, we have to just unhide, and we will just go on to the start menu and press OK, and just we're going to hide this. We're going to hide this, and now what I'm going to do, we will just click over here. Okay, when you click, we start to switch. These are the macros that we assigned earlier on, and now we are just going to these are the questions that we just wrote, and now we are going to this is the purpose of macro, how macro works. So for the exit purpose, what we are going to do is that we will just create another slide, and so that we can just exit our window. It looks welcome. To make our window welcoming, we will just go on home, and we will just insert a shape. For example, we are just going to insert a specific unique shape. We go in insert option, and now we will just click on the shape, and we are selecting this shape, and now we will just write over here anything. You can just give any message. For example, I'm just ending my paper, I'm just ending my examination, and now I will just give the I will just insert a text box. Okay, this is the text box, and now I will write anything bigger. I will write thank you for attempting computer based examination. I will write thank you for attempting computer based examination, and now we are pressing B bold, and now we are just going to increase the length, and now we will just click over here down, and now we will just change the background. My computer based examinations are usually green color, so I will just assign a green color to it. Okay, now press OK. So this is how you can just assign an exit window, and I will just write rename over here exit. Okay, this is a new last macro exit, and for assign the macro exit macro, we will just go on that and press Ctrl+1 again as we do it earlier on. We'll just go to the properties, and click on the properties. We will just click on move, but don't move this. This is the macro enabled, so we don't need to print locked. Press OK. So we will create a fourth macro, and now we press Ctrl+1, and we will go to the properties, and we just move, but don't move. We will just unclick that locked option, and don't move. So we will press OK. We'll press OK, and now we will just click over here. We will click on the review. We can just change, as I told you, that we can go. We will just go to that review option. We will just go product sheet, and now we will select locked cells, and we will press OK, and you can see that we for example now we will just click over here, and now we will just go here, and we will assign the macro, and for example we will just write here results. Okay, this is result option. We go record, and then we just go on OK, and a macro start to enable, and now for this purpose we will so friends, our examination has been created. So now we will just start the exam, and now for example we will just write a name over here. For example, I'm writing a name. Okay, and this is the name you are familiar with. Okay, and now we will just write for example, we are writing any registration number. This is my registration number. Okay, press log and press the registration number, and by the course I was just going to course XYZ is my course, and now when press enter, you can see my registration number and my name is already linked with this, and I don't need to write here again. And now I will just select the answers. For example, I'm just giving it answer. For example, this is my answer, and now I'm just writing this is my answer, and now we will just select anything, and now when we press finish, you can see my student name and all those things are appearing, and this is the total marks obtained. And if I press exit, you can see an exit window starts to appear over here. So thank you for watching video. If you like the video, you have to subscribe the channel, and it's a request to comment and share the channel and give the positive feedback so that I am motivated, so that I may stay motivated to create these encouraging and technical and knowledgeable things to you, so that you understand and you just perform. And thank you for watching the video, and I will meet you in my next video. Take care. Goodbye.